Okay, we're going to install a new TV from scratch. So we power the TV up, you see it blinking. The Logic banner Elk won't come up on yours the first time, it'll come up as LG. But once that fades off screen and you go through the WebOS startup page, then we're going to get to the Easy Manager. So all you do is wait, and the TV will go through its processing, and then it'll bring us up to the Easy Manager. So here it is. You see the little circle spinning around in the center. Once we get past that, we should be at Easy Manager, if I remember correctly. Let's see how long this takes and what happens. Come on, TV, you can do it. We got faith in you. Blake, you got faith in the TV?
I believe.
There we go, look at there. We're solution settings, and that's where we're going to start. We're just going to click OK on the remote control. That'll highlight the start button. We'll click OK a second time, and we're going to arrow up using the arrow control here in the center of the remote control to zones and room number. We're going to put in a room number. We're going to arrow up again, hit OK, and we are in room 221, so we're just going to use the 0 through 9 keypad and hit 2, 2, 1. Then the enter button's highlighted, so we'll hit OK on the remote. We'll go down and we'll save that room number. And now we're going to arrow up to network settings. It's set for Wi-Fi, and that's what we've got here, so we'll hit OK. Whoop, we don't need to hit OK, I'm wrong. All right, we're still on wireless settings, but you could arrow down to hidden network. That's what we want. And we're going to arrow over to the arrow. I'm going to double click that to lock it in. We're going to arrow to the T. That's the name of the network, and V. And then we're going to go over to the green button, arrow to it. Once it's highlighted in white, hit enter. Then arrow down to security. We're going to set that for WPA2. We want to show the password. This is only going to show when we log in. We'll arrow down to that, and we'll hit the numbers. We hit OK to get in there, and hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hit enter. It'll connect us to the network. And we're connected now, so we hit OK for back. And now you can do one of a couple of things. If you notice, it says that this will automatically start in 55 seconds, or whatever the countdown is at that point in time. So in a minute, it'll automatically start on its own and go through the process of setting the network up. Instead of letting it do that, I'm going to walk us through a little bit faster. I'm going to hit next, and I'm going to arrow down to next on the standard ProCentric server settings. Now it will find, as it just did, it found channel 5. Right now it's found the data channel, and it's in the process of downloading the application file, which is an HTML file. That's what your television's going to operate in. And once it does the application file, and you're going to watch, it's going to take a second for it to do that. But after it does that, it'll download the maintenance files. The first file is the splash screen, which is the logo of the lodge at Banner Creek. Once that's downloaded, then it'll download the TLX file, which is the file that tells the television what volume to turn on to, tells it what the maximum volume is, tells it the AV port's going to work on the back. And I'm trying to think, the channel map is actually downloaded in the HTML file. So we've got, I think the backlight is dimmed at, we've brought it down about 10% for energy savings, but nobody will notice it's not bright enough. And then we've also got the power setting set that so if somebody leaves the room, they leave the TV on during the day, If it's not touched in 4 hours, it will actually turn the TV off. If somebody falls asleep with the TV on and it's not touched in 4 hours, the remote control or any button on the TV, then it'll turn around and turn the TV off after 4 hours. So again, energy saving is what we have that set up for. So right now we just wait and wait for the TV to pull these files down. So instead of me talking on nonstop or trying to talk nonstop, I'm going to shut up, which will be very unusual. And we'll watch the TV. Just keep your eye on what you're seeing on the TV. Once it downloads, I'll describe what you've seen. Okay, so the HTML app just downloaded, just finished downloading. So now it's updating the splash logo image, and that's just the logo of the Logic Banner Creek. That will replace the LG startup logo. So if somebody opts to borrow your television, it shows up somewhere in a pawn shop, that'll come up first, and they'll know where the TV came from. I don't know if you noticed the second file, but the second file was a nice motorcycle coming in. That second file was the TLX file downloading into the television, and that's the file that actually programs the TV. So now, if we turn the TV on, you're going to see that we've got the landing page after it gets past the Logic Banner Creek logo. And we'll probably take that out after all the TVs are programmed. We won't take it out. We'll just have the TV go past it so that it comes right up to the landing page. You don't get this little spinning logo in here, or this little spinning icon thing that you see. That snow at first startup is normal. It won't do that after the TV's got everything cached into memory. And why don't you go ahead and pause that for a second while this thing actually loads it. All right, guys, so the TV takes about 5 minutes to cache stuff into memory, but when it does, so after you've pulled that download, let the TV cache stuff into memory for about 5 minutes. It'll come up to this landing page, and then utilizing the remote control, people can scroll around the screen and press OK to go to whatever they want to watch or look at. You've got a lot of information on screen. You've got the current weather. You've got extended forecast, the guest's name on screen along with the room number, a little welcome to the Logic Banner Creek. You've got the time in the upper right hand corner, and you've got the guest Wi-Fi name and login. And again, if they want to go to streaming or whatever, they just arrow to it. If they want to go to channel guide, click the OK button and it'll tune to it. And they've got a little video up in the upper left hand corner. They can channel up and down, or they can arrow one scroll at a time or one line at a time if they want. And then they can tune directly to whatever they want to tune to. Pretty much, I mean, it's now operating like a normal television. So that's it. If you have any questions, again, give me a call at 678-296-6546, or our help desk number is 281-901-0770. All right, thanks much, guys.